The future belongs to leaders who can embrace innovation without losing the human connection that makes leadership matter. Meet Donna Davis, founder and CEO of D.W. Davis, consulting, certified AI consultant, executive coach, and creator of the Presence Power Index. Donna helps leaders, entrepreneurs, and organizations navigate change, harness the power of AI, and build trust, resilience, and lasting impact. Through her keynotes and transformational experiences, she equips audiences with practical strategies to lead with confidence, adapt with intention, and turn challenges into opportunities. Her mission is simple: to help people move from pressure to power and take meaningful action toward the future they want to create. Please join me in welcoming Donna Davis to the virtual stage.
Hello, everyone. This has been an amazing summit. I mean, I'm building stuff for the first, the second, and I'm like, ooh, then yeah, I got to get into doing AI photography. That is what I'm talking about. This has been an amazing experience just being in the audience. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see, because I want to share something with you today about how you can continue to create experiences with things you already have. I think, Jen, that this is the theme of today. It's not about learning additional things. It's not about, we all have courses, right? But it's not even necessarily about courses. It's about tapping into what is already available to you. And the skills and resources that we're giving you today is just going to bring it to the forefront and make it happen. I am so happy to be a part of the Hot AI Summer, and more specifically, this grand finale. I am going to talk to you today about moving your idea to an app so that you can actually have something and create something that you can monetize over and over again. We're talking about building AI solutions without getting lost in the tools, because the future doesn't belong to the people who know the most tools. It belongs to the people who solve the right problems. And that is something that we have heard over and over again. We have to be able to solve problems. Let me see if I can bring up my chat, because I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. How many of you have ever opened ChatGPT? That's a crazy question, right? How many of you have ever opened ChatGPT? You can put me in the chat if that's you. We kind of talk about Claude some today. Have you heard about Lovable? So I see a lot of me's in the chat, a lot of yes. So that is great. And you have probably watched some people build some amazing things and immediately thought, I don't have any idea where to begin. And if you have ever thought, I have a great idea, I just don't know where to begin, you are not alone. Because somewhere along the way, AI stopped feeling exciting to some people. Has AI ever felt overwhelming to any of you? It's okay to say me, right? Every day, every morning, sometimes every hour, there is something new that is coming out. We're not talking about every 3 years. I mean, even the iPhone give you a year before it upgrades. AI, you blink and there is something new. So here's what I want you to know before we go any further, because it can be overwhelming. And I work with AI on the human side of AI. So you do not have to master every tool in order to build something meaningful. And today I'm going to show you how one of my ideas became an app without coding, without a development team, without getting lost. And this is something you can do to. Of course, my disclaimer is everything that I say are my own ideas. My presentation is based on my own expertise and my own experience. Again, I am Donna Davis. I develop AI ready leaders and cultures. I do teach tools, but I'm more concerned about the humans using the tools and the capacity that we have as human beings. So I build AI powered solutions and I simplify innovation through practical AI. I help entrepreneurs, I help leaders that drive transformation and teams adapting to AI as it continues to advance, as it continues to excel at a rate much faster than the human nervous system. So people think the barrier to entry is technology. That is what it has always been. Oh, it's too much technology. And it isn't, especially with AI. But even with AI, some people are still feeling barriers, right? And that barrier is confusion. Because we tend to think I'll build something when I understand everything. We have any good students out there? I'll do it, but I just have to know everything beforehand. But understanding everything in this day and age is actually impossible. So the people that are winning with AI aren't waiting until they're experts. They're becoming experts because they started. Now, here's a list. Let me show you this. When people think about AI, they think tools. How many of these tools have any of you used? If you look, I kind of put some of the most popular ones here. And even on my phone, it's sad when somebody's asking me to look up something on my phone, I'm going through because I have hundreds of apps on my phone. How many of you download tons of apps, like 27 apps, and watch 43 YouTube videos and have all of these things, and you have built absolutely nothing? You're like, oh, I got that tool. Wait a minute. Oh, I got that one too. Wait a minute. This is the newest tool out. I'm getting that too. And you have built absolutely nothing. And I'll tell you why. Having tools is not a strategy. Tools are not a strategy. And tools change. By the time you decide, oh, I downloaded this 3 months ago, let me go in and use it, you'll be like, oh, it don't even exist anymore. Tools change just that quick. But I'm going to tell you something that does not change: problems. Our problems are going to remain no matter what the tool is doing. And with that, because of that, I want to share with you what I call my spark method, because I want to spark something in you that is already in you. I want to tell you about how how you can go from a sentence in your notebook to a link that you can send to somebody by the end of the day or the end of the week. How many of you have ideas written down? And I know if you have been in this summit today, you have written ideas down, like notebooks, like, ooh, these are ideas. How many of you have notebooks full of ideas? And you say, one day I'm going to do this. One day I'm going to do this. And if you have that, today is the day. So this is what the spark method is. The S is for C. I want you to even think now about one problem that you constantly complain about or people around you complain about. Like, why does the phone shake this way? I'm just, giving an example. Why can't the paper automatically move up when I'm writing, or something. Think about a pain point or something that you complain about and share it in the chat if you don't mind. Just think, even sitting down, you might be sitting, you might say, you know what, this chair is really not comfortable. Somebody should make something that we can elevate our feet on when we're sitting down, or just something simple like that. What is it that you are dealing with in your life that a solution would be great? So first you want to see what the problem is. And a lot of times, I'll tell you a secret. If you're complaining about it, you probably can build a solution for it. Okay. So see the problem, and then P for spark is the prompt. If it is a problem, what would be the ideal way to solve that problem? That is the prompt. And I encourage people to prompt themselves before using AI. Use AI as a tool, as an assistant, because it is your brilliance that is going to come forward. So once you get your prompt, then you can apply your taste. And we're talking about build, and we can build in anything. There's base 44. I mean, we can build in Claude. Right now, we can build in ChatGPT. But I'm talking specifically about Lovable and building in Lovable, because the app that I'm going to show you, I built it in Lovable. Once I got my prompt down, then I applied my taste. What makes this Donna? What would not make this just a copycat of something that somebody else have done? And then you refine it, because once you build it, you test it out and you see, okay, this needs to be added or that needs to be taken away. And then you just keep shipping. You actually give it to someone and let them use it. And I know, oh, but it's not right. How many of you have ideas? Some of y'all already got stuff built, but you haven't shipped it because you said it ain't right. You said, I still got to work on it. Do you think not Amazon? Do you think the iPhone is doing that? Is it, oh, you know what? We should have made the camera better. We'll make it better next year in the 18 or the 19. It's iterations, and people are actually looking for iteration, but you can't iterate something that you haven't put out there. So I need you to put it out there. So that is the spark. That is the spark that I want you to have. Now, the app that I built to remember everyone in the room, y'all, I call this Presence Connect. And honestly, it started from embarrassment. I would leave events. How many of you go to networking events and collect business cards like they're candy? You're like, oh, do you have a business? You walk up to somebody, you don't even ask them their name. Do you have a business card? And you just throw it in the bag. Like, oh, this is a cute bag. Oh, you got a flyer too? Can I have your flyer? And when you get home, you looking through all that stuff like, well, what flyer go with what? I mean, it's like, it's a puzzle. I would leave events inspired, connected, energized, and then life would just happen, right? Business cards in my purse, photos I never organized. You know, you take pictures with people and say, I'm gonna remember. I don't even know who this is. You know, I'm in a picture with you, but I don't even remember who you are. Conversations that we mean to follow up on, and people that we genuinely wanted to reconnect with, but we forgot because we got so busy. And it's not because we didn't care. It's because, for me, my process was broken. And it hit me one day that every missed follow up is potentially a missed partnership, a missed client, a missed opportunity, a missed assignment, a missed answer to prayer. So instead of complaining about the problem, I built the solution. Let me show you. Okay, so this QR code, if you want it before I talk about it, you can scan it and sign up. But let me tell you, I was at a networking event. There were over 1,000 people at this event. I sat down beside a young lady and we realized we lived in the same state, not the same city, but the same state. And I said, "Oh, wow, we need to keep in contact." And she pulled out one of those, like what you see on the screen, a QR code. And the QR code was to one of those companies that you can exchange information. Y'all got any of those? I ain't talking about nobody specific, but y'all got one of those? Oh, just tap here and you automatically get their information. And when she gave it to me to scan, I said, "I don't like those." And she said, "Well, it'll automatically down." I said, "Yeah, I don't like those. Um, because I don't remember to transfer it to my phone. And if I transfer it to my phone, it gets in all of my other contacts. I'm not going to remember the look for you, Myron, whatever your last name is. And I don't scan, that particular app enough to think at the end of the day, let me go look in this app and see who all I got." So I said, "Oh, this is frustrating." I came home that night after that meeting, that event that I was at, and I said, "I'm going to build what that really should look like." And I call it Presence Connect. If any of you know me, you know I'm about the power of your presence. So everything in my ecosystem is going to be about how we show up. I sat down and because I saw the problem, I didn't like it. I literally took a picture of the person's ID as opposed to scanning, because I would see it in my phone more than going to this app and seeing it there and still trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this person, right? Came home, I said, "I'm going to build the app the way that I believe that it should be. And let me show you what I built." Okay, this is a demonstration. It is on my phone. It's the Presence Connect. You can have your contact. You can scan the QR code. You can scan those things that they have. So here I am scanning my actual business card. I give people their business card back because when you scan it, it will automatically populate. And if they have social media or anything, y'all see that? It just populates just from taking the picture. Phone numbers, Instagram, anything, website. I can say the strength of this connection, the intentional reflection. This is where it gets good. I'm still with you at the event. I don't have to try to remember who you are. I'm typing it as we are talking. You say, "Why is this relationship important?" Oh, Donna has money to hire me as a consultant. What challenges are they facing? If you're talking to a client and they're telling you what their challenges, you can actually type it as you're still talking, drinking your apple juice, right? While you're with them. And what follow-up did you promise? If they said, "We're going to stay in contact, I'm going to send you an email, I'm going to give you a call," and there's additional notes. At the bottom, you see what is building is actually executive relationship intelligence that AI is built. Oh, did I mention if you don't want to be typing while you're talking to them, just hit the microphone and speak? Yes, you can just speak. Additional notes. Something should come up soon because I was speaking. to it. Donna wants to get started as soon as possible. It builds a prompt. And you can copy this AI prompt and put it in any of your AI. Oh, did I say I'm on my phone? So, of course, I have my AI on my phone. So we copy the prompt. There's ChatGPT. Paste. I'm still saying, I love the color of your hair. And then it's going to say, Donna Davis, it's going to say everything you wrote. It's going to build an intelligence framework for you. Look at here. It's going to create an email that you can send the person. If it's on LinkedIn, it's going to tell you here's a LinkedIn message you can send. It's going to give you suggested follow-up time frame and what you can do with that person based on the information, based on that one interaction that you're not going to remember because you just clicked a card. And the good thing, this email, you can copy, open the app back up, and because, the email is there, and you just click on their email, you do have to type in the subject. You do have to type in a subject. I mean, you can say nice meeting you or whatever the case is, but boom, just paste that email and hit send. And you say, it's been so great meeting you. I just sent you an email. I look forward to continuing our relationship. Also, with the CRM, which is what I call it, you can remember the pieces of paper I say that they may have? You can actually take a picture. Like, here's my flyer, here's my next event. Okay, so I just turned my card over for this example. You can just take a picture of it with their contact and give them their paper back. I don't need your paper. Here's your stuff. I don't need all this. It's all in the app. In the app. And you can connect as many reference items as you want. So this is showing you number of contacts, how many new, how many followed up. You can even say convert it. If you got money from somebody, you can keep up with it. You can update the contact at any time. You can save it to your phone too. I'm not against that. So you can just save it to your phone. And that's just me opening up the picture to show you that it is captured with the contact. You can view your contact. You get 5 free with the Presence Connect. So after the 5, you would have to upgrade your plan. But this is what I built because I sat down beside someone and saw a problem. So if you didn't get the QR code before and you want it, don't have to have it. That is fine. But that is it. You get, again, 5 contacts for free with this app. And the thing about the app is it's not in the App Store. So I just wanted to show you, this is how you can download it to your phone. It's on my phone. But if you don't know how to do that, when you're on any web page, you click the up arrow and then you go down where it says add to home screen. You click on add to home screen and you can change the name of whatever it is. As you see, I'm going in and I'm changing it to Presence Connect. Just want to give you this short tutorial and boom, it's like an app on your phone. That's how you would add it to your home screen. So that is what I had trying to get us back on track. I don't know how I did. I think I went over. My apologies, Jen. But one more thing, if you would like the Spark Starter Kit that goes through the process of how to build an app, how to create an app with your idea, this kit will actually walk you through step by step what it is that you need to do. And I'm so excited to see what you spark. Thank you, Jen. We go to the thank you.
This has been amazing. I love it. Now, I just love, look at these comments in here. You know, Nick said, here's Donna, so no sleep ever, right? And then another one, what on earth is happening today? And then these are my Nickisms. Let me get that app, right? Lanitra says, I love this. Donna, this was phenomenal. I love how you took a problem that you had and you turned it into an app, right? So
Thank you.
this is a way that, you know, this is about monetize, and that is another way that you can make that money or
Yes.
make your lives easier, right? So
Right.
thank you so much. Let's give Donna some love in the chat. Some of the fire emojis. I want to see all of that on the page. Let's go.